Welcome, everybody. Ooh, excuse me, hot mic. Welcome, everybody. We are so glad that you're here. Today is Monday, October 13th, 2025, for our regular public Oakwood Schools Board of Education meeting. It's great to have a full house. And Ms. Sauber, can we please call the roll?
Ms. DiLorenzo,
Here.
Ms. Kawai,
Here.
Dr. Middleton,
Here.
Mr. Wilson.
Aye. Would you all please rise and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance? Ms. Sauber, can I get a motion, please, to adopt tonight's agenda?
So moved. Second.
Ms. Sauber?
Ms. DiLorenzo,
Aye.
Dr. Middleton,
Aye.
Ms. Kawai,
Aye.
Mr. Wilson.
Aye. Next up is, could I please get a motion to approve the meeting minutes of September 8th, 2025, regular board meeting and work session?
So moved. Second.
Ms. Sauber?
Dr. Middleton,
Aye.
Ms. Kawai,
Aye.
Ms. DiLorenzo,
Aye.
Mr. Wilson.
Aye. Next up is item 2, reports and public comments.
Yes, 2A is the superintendent report, and I just want to give everybody an update to our Portrait of a Learner process that has been happening. Just last month, in the month of September, we had a kickoff day, and we have a consultant, Marlon Stiles, that has been working with us, and Wendy Barhorst, our community relations coordinator. We went on the road. We went to visit every school building and talk with the help of our principals, 15 students from each building. And it was to start gathering feedback. And really the question about a Portrait of a Learner is, what is the mindsets and dispositions that we want for a successful student in Oakwood schools from pre-K through 12th grade that's going to help them be successful while they're in school, but then as they go into college careers, and then to be honest with you, life, like, not just even success, what does success look like, and from that aspect. And so it was tremendous. After school, we met with a couple teachers to get some feedback, and then we had about a dozen community members that we were able to get some feedback from. We've met with about 50 to 60 high school students to gather some feedback, so lots of feedback sessions to kind of help build some early understanding for this and gathering that. And I'll be actually heading to Rotary on Friday to gather more feedback from them. Our core team met, and there's about 50 members that are part of a core team that'll be meeting 4 times to look at the feedback and help kind of build some plans. We will go out into the community to share it. So keep an eye out for blogs and social media to be able to kind of offer feedback when that time comes. And really, it's so that we can define what is it in Oakwood that we believe is special for us. Early feedback, if this gives you anything, and this is not finalized and set in stone, there were 4 core themes that emerged. One was that it was something about beyond academics was a competency. The idea of we want well-rounded individuals. It wasn't just about learning things out of a book. The second one was about future-focused skills and adaptability. So knowing that necessarily things like artificial intelligence or the latest craze of whatever is out right now, that too shall pass at some point, and there'll be the next thing. But we want to prepare students to be adaptable and future focused in that respect, so they're ready for. I'm hearing the words lifelong learning, that we've heard maybe in other situations. A third one is the ownership of learning, the idea about self-regulation, responsibility. They have the ability for reflection, and that they're able to, and we heard this a lot, learn from failure. Students had told us, put us in positions that help us to fail in a safe way so that we can kind of reach beyond what we thought we could, and help us to kind of like pursue some curiosities and things like that. And because we want to make sure we've got those skills as we go out there. So grit and resiliency kind of played into it. And then the fourth one, which I think is kind of like the nice bow that wraps around it, is a culture of compassion and connection. Is that especially in a place of being successful, we want to make sure that we think about others. And so the idea about empathy came into play, that we want to make sure that we've got people with kindness and care for others, and that rang true kind of even in all the groups and situations that we ran into. So it's off to a great start. Our next meeting's in November, and we'll continue to provide updates. Wendy put together a beautiful website, so you could catch the web page to see if you wanted to say what were the feedback and things that we learned from. You'll be able to go to our web page, and we just keep adding and dropping in information as we go from there. The second thing I want to share, and this was actually in our board work session, we took a deeper dive, but I want to make sure that everybody knows that we look at our state report card. We look at different things. Rankings is something that helps us to reflect on how we can get better. But from our state report card we received about a month and a half ago, we are a 5-star district. And so it was released in September. It indicates that we exceeded state standards. They look at different areas of achievement, gap closing, early literacy, progress, graduation components, and then career and college, military readiness and success. And we continue to look at that data, and it just helps to drive us looking at constantly improving. It is a testament to our students and staff, and I truly appreciate their hard work with that. So we have a large crowd here today. There is a large crowd here because we're here to honor a number of students. So I first want to spotlight the National Merit semifinalists. I'd like to honor our high school students for their recognition from the PSAT. Officials of the National Merit Scholarship Corporation announced the names of approximately, now don't just pass over these numbers, just really kind of think about that and wrap your head around. So approximately 16,000 semifinalists in this annual National Merit Scholarship Program. These students have the opportunity to continue to compete for additional scholarships worth more than a combined $26 million available this spring. And then this year, well, it'll be available next spring. They'll be announced later this year. But this year, Oakwood Schools recognizes the following students. I'm going to have you come to the front, and because we've got a large crowd, you're going to kind of stand over in that corner where the guitars are. We're going to get a group picture, so it'll be uncomfortable. Stand there for a little while and then hang with us. But Matthew Drummond, and some of these students may not be here, so I apologize, but I'm still going to say their names. Ethan Ha, Neil Heckman, Cameron Lindsay, Riley Robb, Benjamin Sayer, Anna Weaver, Emmanuel Manny Williams, and Han Zhang. This is quite an honor for our students, as more than 1.3 million students participated in that test last year. So 1.3 million students participated in the test, 16,000 semifinalists across the United States, and we've got our students here that we're recognizing. To be considered for that merit scholarship, semifinalists must fulfill several requirements to advance to the finalist level of competition. About 95% of the semifinalists are expected to attain finalist standing, so our fingers are crossed, and about half of the finalists will win a National Merit Scholarship, earning the Merit Scholar title. So in February, we'll be notified whether any of our students become recognized as National Merit finalists, and I'll provide you an update when that time comes. So can we give a round of applause for them? All right, stay standing there because I want to now recognize our National Merit Commended students who are also going to go up in a second. But in addition to our students, semifinalists, Oakwood Schools is recognizing our following 2026 Commended Scholars. Before I give their names, I'll level set to say about 34,000 commended students throughout the nation are being recognized for their exceptional academic promise. And although they don't continue to on in the scholarship awards, commended students are placed among the top 50,000 students who are entered into the 2026 competition by taking the PSAT. So it is a big deal. And our students are Violet Allen, Emily Bryant, Evelyn Connor, Gwendolyn Erickson, Ty Fisher, Kara Handler, Catherine Hayes, Maze Kadara, Abigail Saxon, Amani Velasquez, Daniel Wang, and Tegan Williams. Okay, now give a round of applause as they make their way up there. That is quite an honor. So we're going to have you group together. I'm going to turn this over to Wendy. Wendy is going to get you all to group together. I'd like the Board of Education to also be part of that picture. And so it may take a minute or two to kind of get situated. So please bear with us. So board members, go ahead. Yeah.
My name is Maria Beecher. I am an Oakwood Schools Foundation trustee and
You don't have to read
co-chair.
it. How
But I want to.
how do I like not get hit in the face with a microphone?
I don't know.
All right. Oh, it's all right. I'm tall enough. Oh, I like that. I think it's good right there. I like it. Yeah. Yeah. Good branding.
Sorry.
Here, let's lean on this. There we go.
Okay,
I got that.
just look in the camera.
Okay,
Mhm.
sorry.
That's right.
I can like lean down a little.
Do we have any blinkers
like
here
homecoming
in the
pictures.
group? Yes. I know.
All right, let's give them another round of applause. Now, I'm sure they've got studying to do, so I'm going to allow them to be, you have permission to go out in the hallway to get pictures, and Mrs. Connor and Mrs. Hill are going to be in the back to hand you a certificate. So don't just go out the door. Go ahead and go outside the area for some pictures, get a certificate, and then you're fine to go. It is okay. I'm sure have got homework and dinner and things that they've got to take care of. That's true. Forgot. Okay, we're going to go ahead and keep moving in the agenda. That could take a little while. Later in the agenda, I'll be recommending for Smith Nurse, and but I would like to go ahead and invite her to introduce her and invite her up to the podium to say a few words. But Dana Brunn is in the front row with her family right there, and she'll introduce them. I'm hoping. Give them that like 1 30-second of fame, as we go through that. But just really appreciate during the interview process, I got a chance to have a conversation with Dana. She is, I know, bring it down a little bit. Yeah, just has a heart for kids. I could tell that right away. And obviously, with our district office being at Smith, I have had the opportunity to kind of stop in and see her, and she looks like she's jumped right in. Already been working for 5 days now, or day six is under her belt, and is doing a phenomenal job. So, Dana, do you want to say a few words?
I do. Yeah, they just keep joking with me that I keep coming back, so that's a good sign. So yes, I do. I want to just thank you guys for allowing me the opportunity to serve you and serve the community and serve the school. So it has been a nice experience and a different change of pace to be there this week. The kids have definitely broken me in. They've been great, though. The staff has been great and been very welcoming. So I did bring my family as support. So I got my husband Jason, my 4th grader Wyatt, my 8th grader Nolan, and then my little 4-year-old Mia. So we are Bellbrook, so please don't hold that against me. But I just want to say thank you, and I appreciate it, and I'm happy for the opportunity. And if you need anything from me, please don't hesitate to reach out. So
Great.
thank you.
Awesome.
Thank
Thank you
Glad
so
to have
much.
you. Yeah.
And I will let them also be excused. Homework, and you're allowed to get ice cream to go celebrate too. They get a little bit extra. Skyline ice cream, it could be. So I'm going to let you go ahead and go, and you're okay to go into the night.
Unless
Thank
you
you.
really like committee meetings.
Right. And next up is one of my favorite things, and that is to bring up our Oakwood Schools Foundation. I continue to just be impressed and appreciative of our relationship with the foundation. And we went through the fall grant cycle, and they have some great news that they'd like to share with us.
Thank you, Dr. Gupta. Okay. Good evening. My name is Maria Beecher, and I am an Oakwood Schools Foundation trustee, and I'm also the co-chair of the Grants Committee along with Dory Spalding. I also serve as the Smith Elementary PTO treasurer. Oakwood Schools Foundation, along with the Oakwood Fine Arts Booster and the high school and junior high school PTO in the school district, collaborated for the 2025 fall grant cycle to support 7 new teacher-led initiatives with more than $12,000 in combined support for our school. Of this amount, Oakwood Schools Foundation is delighted to fund 3.5 of these initiatives with more than $7,500 in support. Oakwood Schools Foundation would like to recognize the care and generosity of our donors and the Oakwood community. We thank them for our annual support. Without them, we would not be able to administer this collaborative process, which has funded well over $1 million in grants since 1991. Grants such as these impact students and teacher needs and enrich student academic experience while supporting our dedicated teachers in novel ways. We're honored to support the innovative projects and encourage teachers to apply for our winter grant cycle, which will open this year on November 17th and will close in January 12th. Oakwood is an incredible community, and because of our ability to collaborate between the community groups and come together to dedicate resources that support innovation and enhancements for our students and teachers, it is my honor to present this check to the Oakwood Schools Board.
You ready?
Yes. All right. That concludes my superintendent report.
All right. Next up is 2B, and that is public comments. And first up is Rob Ross.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for letting me come. I know I got my 3 minutes, so we can get started there. I'll take a couple of my minutes to say, or a couple of my seconds to say, wow, that was a great National Merit semifinalist group of students. Did some math in the back of the room while I was listening. 16,000 semifinalists, about 3.5 million students that are juniors, so that comes out to about 0.4% of the overall U.S. population that's juniors get to be National Merit finalists or semifinalists. We have 8. Is that right? 8 or 6? 8? 9? Even better than the numbers I'm going to share then. Out of like 150 students, that's like a 5% rate. So that's like 11x the national average. So that's not bad. Put some numbers on what the students are doing. That's incredible. That's not actually why I'm here to talk to you. But I just wanted to show you how much fun math can be. I spoke in August about the prevalence of AI being used by students. Pew Research 6 months ago says 26% of teens use ChatGPT on homework assignments. It's definitely not smaller than that now. Questions like, I need a 5-page essay on Moby Dick, like right now, or here is a screenshot of my math homework, can you help? Or how do I balance equations? These are all things that ChatGPT can help you with very well. Tonight I wanted to talk a little bit about what we can do about it. And what I want to say is it's really important to decide what you want students to be able to do without the support of large language models, and what you want students to be able to do with the support of large language models. So things like thinking correctly and precisely and clearly is something we probably want them to learn, right? And there's a whole other set of skills that we want them to learn. And if you have things that you want them to learn without LLMs, it seems to me they've got to be doing that work in the classroom in front of other eyes. If you assign something and send them home with it, there is a significant chance that many of them are using large language models to do that work, maybe especially the ones that you don't want to be using large language models to do that work. So that's the first thing, is to really think as a school board, and I don't know if this is you all or if this is the principals, but think really carefully about what do we want them to know how to do without a computer, and then make sure that we set up the incentives and the environment so that they have to do it that way, right? Another is to think about the things you want them to learn how to do with LLMs, right? So learning how to work with the technology, how to fact check, that sort of thing is pretty important. Learning even just the things that you can ask. Like, you can genuinely say, my teacher explained balancing equations really badly in class today. Can you explain it to me? And it will genuinely walk you through it, probably as well as a typical teacher would, maybe even better than some teachers. And so teaching kids how to use this technology is incredibly important. The last piece is teaching kids how to build this technology. So we've got to be driving math and computer science curriculum. I've heard that we don't have an AP computer science class this year at the high school. That's a nightmare. We have got to fix that problem. We have got to refocus on advanced math and computer science. Sorry for my extra 30 seconds. Thank you.
Next up is Rose Lounsbury.
Well, hello, everyone. My name is Rose Lounsbury. I live at 222 Wonderly Avenue. I'm honored to be here tonight to encourage this board to vote yes to joining the Vouchers Hurt Ohio lawsuit tonight. You have seen me and my fellow Oakwood Advocates for Public Education members here for the past 9 months as we have consistently advocated for the board to join the fight against vouchers in our state. We've been encouraged by how thoughtfully you've listened to us, and we were especially thrilled to see the detailed research report you shared at the last meeting. We know that you all serve on this board because you support public education, not just in Oakwood, but in the entire state of Ohio and in our nation. A yes vote on joining this lawsuit signals to our community that you are leaders in supporting public education, period. We know that a decision to join a lawsuit is not one to be taken lightly, and I'm sure that each of you have given deep thought to this decision, and we hope that you've come to the conclusion that a yes vote is in the best interest not only of Oakwood, but every single public school student, teacher, administrator, and support staff member in our state. So thank you all for your service to this community and for the hours of time that you've given to this issue. And now, let's vote yes and join the fight to preserve our greatest common good, which is our public schools. Thank you.
Next up is Lee Ann Fulford.
I have a timer today. Last time I didn't do so well, as my husband called me out on. I gotta start the timer. Okay. I am so slow. Well, anyway, you'll time me. Okay, so I'm here for Mental Health Awareness Month, not for computers. I obviously need the AP computer class. Everything Dr. Gupta said at the beginning about a portrait of a learner, it fits in with what I'm going to talk about. Resiliency, adaptability, compassion, empathy, all of these things are part of what is a healthy mental mind. And I'm speaking to the choir here. You guys are great. You support mental health. And I just wish that all schools everywhere could support mental health like we do here. I'm here tonight to tell you about some cool things that are going on. On October 18th, there's a really cool opportunity called Don't Ghost Your Feelings. It's on Saturday, and it's at the Delco Park building, which I didn't even know there was one, but there is one. So that will be a lot of fun. It's going to be for youth, so come out and don't ghost your feelings. On October 21st, many of you probably know, and I'm hoping our students are going, to the UD Pep Rally for Mental Health, hosted by the Grants, good, and Jay's Light. They have been wonderful partners. They are sponsors now of our art contest, and I have gotten to know the Grants, and I just can't say enough about what they're trying to do in this community for students everywhere. October 10th, we launched our gym art contest for suicide prevention, And a lot of the students' artwork that you will now be seeing in RTA buses and hopefully on art wraps on utility boxes soon. Some of it will be created by Oakwood students, and that's really exciting. And the students really love to have that. We also have artwork on stickers, keychains, murals, banners, and lots of other really cool ways we're getting it out. I thought you might want to see the RTA bus. I didn't bring it in here, but I did bring the ad. This was created by a ninth grader, if you can believe it. I did not draw like this in ninth grade. My children did, but I didn't. But this is what is in every RTA bus, and we're so excited that students are actually riding the bus because that was the original plan when we contracted with RTA to get this done. So thank you so much for all of your support, and I hope that you will continue supporting the SEL and the Hope Squad and all of the wonderful programs that we have here in Oakwood. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Fulford. And thank you for all of the folks who made public comments. It's much appreciated. If at this time you would like to dip out, but I'm going to guess no, you're probably going to stay. But anyone who would like to dip out at this time and go get that ice cream from Graders, we should definitely make them a sponsor because we mention them, I think, every month. So, yes. Okay. And next up is item 3, board reports. Are there any board reports this month? Nope, no board reports. Next up is item 4, budget and finance.
Good evening. For you tonight, item 4A is the normal September 2025 monthly financial report, just for your information. Item B is the required filing for this fall for the financial forecast and assumptions for fiscal years 2026 through 2029. Board, just a reminder, we did discuss these numbers in detail at our work session last month, and so this is the same thing that you saw at the work session. Also, just pointing out that this is no longer a 5-year forecast. This is a current year budget plus 3 years of projections. And so for your approval tonight, item 4B.
Can I get a motion for item 4B, please?
So moved. Second.
Ms. Sauber?
Ms. Kawhi?
Aye.
Ms. DiLorenzo?
Aye.
Dr. Middleton?
Aye.
Mr. Wilson?
Aye.
Thank you. Item 4C is a resolution to issue notes. As you know, obviously, in May of 2025, we passed the bond issue to complete phase 2. That project has undergone a few revisions and is now a CFAP project instead of the ELP project that we had originally intended. This notes resolution will allow us to issue the first $15 million in notes so that we can get a few of our LFI projects started, also maximizing the interest that we can earn towards the project. So it's money that we can put back towards the project. And so with your approval of that, we will get notes issued. Those notes will be paid off when we sell the bonds, which we are anticipating doing at the end of January.
Can I get a motion for item 4C, please?
So moved. Second.
Ms. Sauber?
Ms. DiLorenzo?
Aye.
Ms. Kawhi?
Aye.
Dr. Middleton?
Aye.
Mr. Wilson?
Aye. Item 5, any unfinished business before the board? Item 6, new business, is item 6A. This is for a resolution for the Ohio Coalition of Equity and Adequacy and the Vouchers Hurt Ohio lawsuit. Recommendation is made to approve the resolution to join this lawsuit. Can I get a motion from the board on item 6A, please?
Second.
That's awesome.
Ms. Sauber?
Dr. Middleton?
Aye.
Ms. DiLorenzo?
Aye.
Ms. Kawhi?
Aye.
Mr. Wilson?
Aye. Next up is item 7, administrative reports and superintendent recommendations.
Yes, number 7, letter A is informational. Just to let you know that we have our high school journalism class will be heading to Tampa, Florida for a Student Television Network conference, February 27th to March 2nd. I looked over the paperwork and it's in order, and I'm excited for them to be a part of that. Number 7, letter B is a public notice, a public hearing to review the rehiring of Mr. Paul Stone, Mrs. Karen Lauterbach, Mrs. Amanda Amer, and Mr. Scott Gowdy will be held on November 10th, 2025. That's our next board meeting at 7 p.m. at the Oakwood High School, the Rick and Jane Schwartz Performing Arts Wing here at 1200 Far Hills Avenue in Oakwood. This meeting will provide an opportunity for public comment on the proposed rehiring of the aforementioned staff members. So that's just informational. Number 7C is a resolution for middle school career technical education. The recommendation is made to adopt the resolution to waive the requirements to provide middle school career technical education for the 2025-26 school year. We have done that in the past. We still do provide course offerings and obviously talk about career technical. There's just some more paperwork that comes along with having an actual career technical program in our middle schools, and so we're pursuing the waiver.
Can I get a motion for item 7C, please?
So moved. Second.
Ms. Sauber?
Ms. Kawhi,
Aye.
Dr. Middleton, Ms. DiLorenzo, Mr. Wilson.
Aye.
Number 7, letter D, is a contract recommendation. The recommendation is made to approve contract 2026.02.
Can I get a motion for item 7D, please?
So moved. Second.
Ms. Sauber?
Ms. DiLorenzo, Ms. Kawhi,
Aye.
Dr. Middleton, Mr. Wilson.
Aye. Brings us to number 8, personal items, resignations, non-renewals.
Yes, I'll take number 8, letter A and B together under one motion. Letter A is the resignation retirement of Michael Abney from his position as Harmon custodian effective November 21st. He's been with Oakwood Schools since March 2021. Letter B is a supplemental resignation that you'll see that we have 3 members for supplemental resignations. Letter A and B.
Can I get a motion for items 8A and B, please?
So moved. Second.
Ms. Sauber?
Dr. Middleton,
Aye.
Ms. Kawhi,
Aye.
Ms. DiLorenzo, Mr. Wilson.
Aye. This takes us to number 9, personnel items, recommendations.
Yes, I'll take number 9, letters A through F under one motion. I'll go ahead and read all of them. Letter 9A is the unpaid leave of absence. The recommendation is made to approve the unpaid leave of absence for Kelsey Henry, PE teacher at Lang, effective September 26th through October 10th. Letter B is the employment of Dana Brunn as our clinic nurse at Smith Elementary School. Letter C is the supplemental contracts and volunteers that we have in our agenda. Letter D is extended responsibility stipends, and that is a recommendation to approve an attached list of stipends for extended responsibilities. Letter E is stipend recommendations for the payment for Gabby Vish for $3,000 for services to assist with the speech and debate team during the 2025-26 year, to be paid in 2 installments from donations received from the Dayton Foundation. And letter F is recommendations to approve a list of substitutes for the 2025-26 school year, pending completion of required documents.
Can I get a motion for items 9A through 9F, please?
So moved. Second.
Ms. Sauber?
Ms. DiLorenzo,
Aye.
Ms. Kawhi,
Aye.
Dr. Middleton, Mr. Wilson.
Aye. That takes us to number 10, executive session. The board, the recommendation is made to enter into executive session for the specific purpose of considering employment of a public employee or official, to consider the discipline of a public employee or official, and to consider the compensation of a public employee or official. Could I get a motion for item 10, please?
So moved.
Ms. Sauber?
Ms. DiLorenzo,
Aye.
Dr. Middleton,
Aye.
Ms. Kawhi,
Aye.
Mr. Wilson.
Aye. Thank you all for coming out tonight, and we'll see you next month.